What is going on, guys? I am Gio here coming at you with a brand new video. Today, guys, I want to do something a little different. I want to give like a beginner's guide to creating a good looking thumbnail for beginners, people who are beginners in using Adobe Photoshop. That is where I create my thumbnails. So I want to create a video where it isn't too complicated. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give you guys just the basics to where the thumbnail looks good and it isn't too complicated. You know, because you look at some videos, some YouTube videos of people showing you how to create a thumbnail, and it can be kind of complicated, you know, because they're more advanced and things like that. You know, when I look back on my very first thumbnail, which looked like this, you know, and now upgrading to Adobe Photoshop, becoming a little bit better, now my thumbnails look like this. But before we get into this tutorial, guys, make sure you guys drop a like button, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you guys never miss a post. Yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial, guys. So make sure, guys, before creating the new file, that your width is 1280 and your height is 720. That is the correct thumbnail size. Now, in my opinion, I think there's only like a few key things that you really need to worry about when creating a thumbnail. First things first is your background. The thumbnail that I'm gonna be creating is the thumbnail that I'm going to be using for this YouTube video. Let me think of a good background. A background could be anything, guys. So for this thumbnail, I want it to be like, I think something that's really going to catch your guys' eye. So let's see. I'm kind of feeling the galaxy thing. So let's just see how this looks. Let's just start working with this. All right. And now once you find a background, just simply right click, copy image. You come back to Photoshop, Control V. So once you have your background, obviously fit it to the screen. Perfecto. Now that I got my background, I want to get a photo of myself to add into the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. For the photo taking part, I got my tripod right here. You simply just take a bunch of photos and then until you find something that you like. I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick and then we're gonna get back into the thumbnail part. So now that I'm in my Google Drive, guys, I just find the photo that I want to use, see which one I like. That's definitely a no-no right there. This one might be the one. Oh gosh, that's another thumb. Okay, that's another photo I use. Let's go ahead and forget about that photo. I actually kind of like this one, so you just go right here to download, open file, and then you simply open up Photoshop. I go like this, and then I grab the photo, and then I copy it right over, guys. And then the photo is right here. All right, so once you're right here, guys, you simply click on this button right here, and then you click on yourself, and it instantly crops it already, guys. So you click right here, and it clears it. And then if you have any issues like this right here, guys, the only thing you had to have to do right here, guys, so you can zoom in so that you could see it even more. So as you can see right here, guys, you see like I don't want that in the thumbnail. You simply subtract from mask and you just go over it. And then you zoom back out and you can see if there's any other issues that you don't like. For the most part, I actually think it looks all right. Go ahead and click on this button up top and then you can move it so that you can kind of see if it looks all right. And I think it looks pretty good. So once you do that, guys, what I like to do is now you click on yourself, you click on the image right here so that it has it selected. You go over to filter and then you go to camera raw filter. And then I like to just click automatically. Okay, and then this is where you get to experiment. This is where you get to mess around, and I'll show you what I like to do, what I personally like to do. You do not need to copy me step for step. You know, if you're brand new, then yeah, of course, you know, copy me until you start to figure out your own flow, what you like to do. So the first thing that I like to do is I increase all of these to the max. Sharpening, noise reduction, color noise reduction. I just do this all the way. I just kind of like what it does, and then I just start to subtract from it a little bit. So we'll keep this at 105. We'll keep this like at 70, and then we'll keep this at 60. So now once you are done there, I like to mess around with these right here, the effects. I like to, so just click it and I just like to go down or up. So like right here, I'll leave this like at a 10. Clarity, this can kind of go either way. Sometimes it looks better down, sometimes it looks better going up. I think I'm gonna leave that like at 15. Texture, so adding texture definitely, at least to me, makes it look really good. Grain, I don't really like to mess with grain because if you go all the way up, you see it just makes it look nasty. Now this right here, I mess around with these as well. So temperature just brings a little more color to the photo. So honestly, just adding just like simply a 2, you know, just makes it look, you know, a little bit cool. Vibrant, preference. I think 25 looks good. And all of these, honestly, like at least right now, I don't feel like I need to mess with these. And then you press OK, and then you just see how it looks on the thumbnail now. I think I'm cool with that. It just makes you look a lot better, you know? And I definitely need a lot of this, you know, because I can't just use my own photo, you know, I can't just use my own, you know what I mean? Like, I need a lot of work done. Make sure you eat your fruit. So now that I got this, I think what I want to add now, I want to show my other thumbnails. This is where you go back into your Google Drive. So I'll go ahead and use this thumbnail right here that I've created. So open file, same thing, come right here. Click, copy, cool, very cool, very cool. And then I'm gonna come back over here. I really like this thumbnail I did. I could have done it better. This is one of my favorite thumbnails just because I got my boys in the thumbnail, got my cousins right here next to me, my homie Angel, my homie Dick. So I'm gonna add this to the thumbnail as well because this is just one of my favorite ones. Not because it's done like really good. Like I said, this is beginner stuff, guys, but it still looks good, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing we're trying to really do here, you know? Like, we're not trying to make professional thumbnails. We are simply just trying to make them look better, you know, make them look more appealing, you know what I mean? I want to make these like exactly alike. 280, 158, 280, 158. So now once you do that, I'm gonna click the thumbnail right here, the layer, and I want to add a stroke to it. So you add a stroke, and that's basically, if I zoom in right here, that's basically just the line around it. Once again, guys, this is all just messing around, you know, just to, once you get the hang of this, like, you're gonna just be messing around all the time and just figuring out what you like. So add a little stroke just to add, you know, to it a little bit. Let's see what an inner shadow does. I don't like the inner shadow at all. Outer glow, yeah, outer glow would be great. White looks really cool. So the outer glow, like I said, guys, this is just messing around with it, messing around with the size and stuff. I want it to be pretty shown, 85, and like I said, you can always mess around with the colors and stuff. So let's take a look, maybe what purple would look like. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this white. Probably keep this at 65. Spread I think looks good at like 40. Size just increases this part right here. I think 24 looks fine. And now add a little drop shadow to it, adds this part right here. Just makes it look a little bigger. And like I said, guys, just keep messing around with it. 25 looks fine. Spread, let's keep the spread like at 16. So now, guys, just so you don't have to like go through and trying to copy everything, you simply just, you click Alt and you simply click right here on the effects and you drag it down onto your other thumbnail, and then as you see on the screen, it simply just copies the same exact thing. So now it is the exact same. Don't have to worry about none of that now. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it down. It's a small detail, but on the finger you drag it down and then it just makes it look, you know, like it's a little behind it. So do that, and then I'm gonna do it on the other one as well. I think I kind of want to make these smaller, to be honest. The reason why I did that, guys, is because I just want to have more room on top for my thumbnail. Now to add a title, guys, you simply press T on your keyboard. This comes up, you click it. This is a beginner guide, I would say, to making a thumbnail for people. So I'm gonna add something like that, beginner YouTube thumbnail guide or something like that. So let's just go ahead and get started on it. So beginner, you click right here so that you could grab it and you're able to see it. Obviously we need this to be white so it's easier to see, and I need this to be bigger. I want this to like really pop, you know what I mean? Right here, I don't really like the font for this one, so click all of it. You come right here, you get all the different fonts and stuff. Yeah, I think I like this one more, a little bit more. Now, obviously, you can't just leave it like that. You want to add a little bit, you know, of extra things to your text. So the first thing that I like to start with right off the bat is your gradient overlay. You click right here and you get a bunch of different colors. I actually kind of like that. So now that I got that, our gradient overlay, I like to click on the stroke, see which one I am going to use. So once you have the stroke, guys, you just honestly, it's just really going through everything and see what you like, you know? It's just basically all it is to it. I'm gonna keep this at 4. I like the way that looks. Drop shadow, I think a drop shadow just always looks good, in my opinion. A drop shadow is always just gonna make it look really nice. Yeah, I feel like 65 is honestly perfect. Outer glow, ooh, do I want an outer glow? I feel like just a very faint outer glow looks nice, to be honest with you. Let's keep this at like 40, I think looks nice. So this right here, I honestly like kind of just makes it pop more, I feel like. And then yeah, you see size. I don't really like the size thing. Let's leave it at 10. I think I'm gonna leave this like all the way up. I actually like the way that looks a lot. I think it just makes it look sharper. I think it just makes it look sharper. As you can see, I think it just makes it look a little brighter. I think I'm gonna put this all the way up. So here we go, guys. Here are the settings. I'll go ahead. I can't remember if I even showed you guys, or I'm sure I showed you but didn't even explain it. So this is what I have for it right here, guys. So here's this first one that I got here. You got this all the way up. We got size all the way at 0. We got the soften. Yeah, we're gonna leave that at 10. For the stroke, we have it at 4. The opacity, we have that at 100%. The inner glow, we got this at white. Just, you know, the noise 67. Gradient overlay, we have like this orange. I really like the orange. It's kind of what I've been doing for my thumbnails lately. The outer glow, we got white. These are the settings right here. Drop shadow right there. Drop shadow always looks good. And then also right here, guys, if you go to effects and click this eye thing, you can see what it looks like without the effects, guys. Without effects, just, you know, without all of it, you click back right here. Like, look at the difference that it makes, guys. It makes a huge difference. So now you click right here and you click Alt or Command, you click it and you just bring it over, guys, and then this right here is going to say YouTube. So beginner YouTube, and then we're gonna add thumbnail guide. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to click Alt right here. We're gonna lower the size down a little bit, obviously, and now we are going to change this to thumbnail. So now I don't want these two to be the same color. We just come right here, we click on thumbnail right here for this layer, and then we just go back to gradient overlay. We don't have to mess with any of the other settings. We click right here and we just start messing around now. I think I want like a white to it, and like I said, guys, this is all honestly just like messing around with it, where you want to see it, if you want it bigger or not. And my biggest thing is honestly like making sure like all this looks like centered nicely. Beginner YouTube thumbnail guide. I'm debating if I should say beginner YouTube thumbnail tutorial. I think I'm gonna put tutorial. Beginner YouTube thumbnail tutorial. And since we're creating this on Adobe Photoshop, I think I want to add that to it. So right here, so Adobe Photoshop, copy image, we come back over here, Control V. Subtract from mask, you come over here. That looks alright. That looks alright. We're gonna have to work with that. It's not really something I'm too worried about. So now we gotta make this Adobe logo kind of pop a little bit. That stroke looks ugly. That stroke looks ugly, brother. Yeah, we're not doing that. Now I just need to find a good spot to put this. So honestly, guys, this is all honestly like personal preference right here, guys. You know, just turn it into your own style, guys. You know, use the advice that I've given you, showing you how to make just a very simple thumbnail. Trying not to show too much of like the real in-depth things that Photoshop has to offer, because there's so much more that Photoshop has to offer that I haven't even learned yet. So this is just, like I said, this is just a beginner guide, beginner YouTube thumbnail tutorial. That's it. All there is to that. What I could do is, so click right here, click on camera raw filter, and just change this bad boy up a little bit. It actually looks really good with the texture down. I like the vibrance up on that, you know, change that a little bit right there. The vibrance, temperature doesn't really do much for me. I'm gonna leave that at 0. Very cool, very cool. Let's press OK on it. And I think that may be it. Let's just see how this would look. Let's just look up cool lightning background. I may not even use this, I'm just curious. Click here, copy image, Control V. So we have the lightning right here, guys. To have the lightning behind, you click right here, and then you're gonna go over to screen. And then I'm gonna put it behind all of this besides that. I actually like that. Camera raw filter, come right here, auto. So as you guys can see right there, the lightning just adds a little bit more to it. You know, I didn't really have to do that. You know, it just adds a little bit more to the thumbnail, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? But I think that's honestly perfect. I don't really think there's really nothing much for me to show. I got exactly what I wanted. I added myself to the thumbnail. I added other thumbnail examples so that you know, when people look at it, you know, they see like, oh, not only does he have this thumbnail, but he has, you know, his own thumbnails right there. Also, it shows the title perfectly, beginner YouTube thumbnail tutorial. It shows that I use it with Adobe Photoshop. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna leave it without the glow, just because this right here is glowing also. I think it just, you know, both of these should be glowing, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna leave that like that. So now guys, when you go to save for it, guys, you go over here to file, and then you go to export, and then you go to export as, and then right here, guys, is where you can really see it, see if everything looks good. And then you go over to export, and I'm going to title this YouTube thumbnail guide. And there we are, and that looks perfect. I actually like that a lot. With that being said, guys, I think that is going to go ahead and do it for today's YouTube video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this YouTube thumbnail guide. Honestly, the key, in my opinion, is just keep on messing around with it, guys. I know in the beginning it can be honestly overwhelming just seeing all the different options when it comes to Photoshop, but trust me, keep on practicing, keep on messing around, you know, fail, mess up, retry, and you will get better, guys. If you watch this whole entire video and you're still like, I don't know if I want to do all that, I don't know if I want to buy Adobe Photoshop and pay $22 a month for it, you know, just have to worry about making all these thumbnails. If that is the case, well then hit me up on Instagram, DM me, and maybe we can get some work done together, and I'll give you a fair price or something. I can get some work done for you. If you're just want to strictly focus on making content and don't have to worry about making thumbnails, I'll make you a thumbnail. Yeah, guys, without further ado, if you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, today's video, make sure you guys smash that like button, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you guys never miss a video. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know what video you guys want to see next on this channel. I appreciate all the support, guys. I appreciate all the new subscriber. Any support means the absolute world to me, guys, seriously. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. I am Gio is out, guys. Later.